Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Today, the topic which we are going to discuss is surface area and volume of cube and cuboid. So, before starting our topic, let's see that what are two-dimensional and three-dimensional shapes. So, a 2D shape is a flat object. It has length, width, but no height. For example, circle. Circle is a 2D shape if you're going to draw it. Square and a rectangle. So in short, every shape which we are going to draw is a two-dimensional shape. Now for three-dimensional shapes, they are the shapes which are in space. They have length, width, and height as well. So cube, cuboid, cylinders, spheres, cone, they are all example of three-dimensional shapes. Now all the shapes which we can touch, they are the three-dimensional shapes. Now, the basic information on a cube is that a cube is a symmetrical three-dimensional shape, either solid or hollow, contained by 6 equal squares. Now, you can see that there are 6 sides of a cube, and every side, every face of a cube is a square in shape. Now, you might have noticed cube in your home as well, like ice cubes, Rubik cubes, carton boxes, etc. Now, the basic information of cuboid is that a cuboid is a three-dimensional shape with a length, width, and height as well. The cuboid has 6 sides as well. It has also 6 sides, and they are known as the faces of the cuboid. And each face of a cuboid is a rectangle. And all of a cuboid's corners are 90-degree angles. Now, let's see the elements of cube and cuboid. Now for cube, there are 6 faces, 12 edges, 8 vertices, and a length, width, and height of a cube is same. It has all the 3 dimensions, length, width, and height, but they are all of same. They are not different. And in a cuboid, there are 6 faces, 12 edges, and again 8 vertices, and it has 3 dimensions, length, width, and height. Now let's discuss the concept of volume and capacity. Volume is how much space an object takes place, and capacity is amount of liquid that a container can hold. Okay, now you can see the figure which is drawn at the right side of your screen, that there is a jug, there is an empty jug, and what it's written that the capacity of this jug is 250 ml. So that means when we are going to talk about the space which is there in an object, that is the capacity. And when we are going to fill it with the liquid, we are going to say that the volume of the liquid in the jug is 125 ml. Now, you can see the last jug which is drawn here, and the volume of liquid needed to fill the jug is 250 ml. So, the volume is of the liquid and the capacity is of the container. Volume of cube and cuboid. The volume of a solid is amount of space occupied by the solid. The greater the volume of a solid, the more the space it takes up. The volume of a solid is a number of unit cubes that the solid can be divided into. Now let's see the formula which we can use to find out the volume and volume of cube and cuboid. So the volume of cube is base area multiplied by height, and that is we know that the every face of a cube is a square, and its all dimensions are same. So we are going to say that the base area is length multiplied by length, and height is also length. So the formula which we are going to have is L power 3. The formula for volume of cuboid is base area multiplied by height, that is length multiplied by width, is for the base area and then multiplied by height. Now you can see there are 3 different images. In the first image, there is a green portion only. Now in the second image, you can see there is a green portion as well as the brown portion. In the third one, you can see that there is a green portion, brown portion, as well as this orange portion. So if you're going to talk about these three images, their length and width will remain same. You can see in all the figures, in all these three images, the object is same. When we are going to pile up the object, if it is same, then length and width will remain same, but there is a change in height. Obviously, when we are going to pile up different things, but of the same, object. So they are going to have height different, but length and width same. Now let's discuss the net of cube and a cuboid. How we are going to calculate the surface area of a cube. We all know that in a cube, there are 6 faces and every face is a square. So if every face is a square, that means its area of one face is L multiplied by L. Now here L is S. Now length of this edge is S. So we are going to say that length multiplied by length, that is S multiplied by S, you are going to have S square. So area of one face is S square, and 6 faces are there. So you are going to have the surface area of the complete cube as 6S square. Now let's see how we can derive the surface area of a cuboid. You can relate this with the matchstick, the box of matchstick. Why? Because there are 6 faces and all are, you can say, the rectangular faces. Now, which faces are same in a cuboid? Top and bottom, they both are same. Front and back, they both are same. And right and left, they both are same. So these are the faces which are having similar dimensions and similar measurements in a cuboid. So let's discuss how we are going to derive the formula for this. If we're going to talk about the top and bottom face, they are going to have width and length. You can say width and length. And for top and bottom, width and length, width and length. We are going to multiply this. We are going to multiply this because this is a rectangle. And if we are going to find out the area of this rectangle, that is length multiplied by width. So for the front and back, you can see length is there and height is there. There is height which is involved. So for front and back, length and height, they both are involved. So we can take length multiplied by height, length multiplied by height. For right and left, you can see that height is involved and width is involved. So we are going to write height multiplied by width and height multiplied by width. Now we are going to add all these 6 faces, the area of all these 6 faces. Firstly, you're going to calculate the individual area and then you're going to get the answer by adding all these. So the formula for the surface area of cuboid is, you can find it out by adding the area of all the faces. Thank you so much for listening me. I hope everything is clear to all of you. See you next time, inshallah. Allah Hafiz.